Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Day Trade with Tony. Today is Tuesday, the 11th of April. And of course, this is all about day trading the stock market. And we've had a really good start to April. So I can't grumble after 5 successive days of profits. At the end of March, we got ourselves into a little bit of a drawdown. Well, I say a little bit of a drawdown, a significant drawdown. And had to recover that. So the first 3 days we're recovering that drawdown, but we're now back up at the all-time highs. However, today we've had another red day, so no green streak lasts forever. I was hoping to see April out and have 100% green across the board. You know, it doesn't always work that way, and sometimes you've got to expect that you're going to lose money on some days. You're going to lose money on certain trades. You're going to lose money across the board on some days. You're going to have red weeks. In some cases, red months. So that just comes with, this was part of the territory. Today was one of those red days. However, I'm viewing it as an absolute win. Why? Because we traded one stock to start off with, which was Innovative Eyewear, and it had a really good catalyst, AI catalyst, ChatGPT enabled eyewear, and it just mooned up. As I'm sat here now, 88 million shares have traded on this. It's 2.5 million flow. It's unbelievable. It's just 2.5 million flow. So it's recycled. It's more than 30 times over its entire flow, the entire free flow. Normally you would get kind of 500,000 shares traded on this, and today we've had 88 million shares traded. So the volume on this was extremely high relative volume, but extremely high for a low float stock. The catalyst, obviously, the market took well to it, and it moved up, as I say, 277%. So this was Innovative Eyewear. So go figure, this moved up 277% with huge volume, with extreme relative volume, good volatility, and I lost money on it. I look back at the trades I've taken now, and I'm kind of thinking, how did I lose money? I should have been sat here about $20,000-$30,000 up on this particular ticker, but I ended up. I started off. I made $4,000 on it. I gave that back and interest, and I was like $4,000 down. By the time I finished trading this, I was being greedy. I liked the catalyst, I liked the action. I was getting greedy, and I was just trading it badly. My entries were actually okay, but I was not taking profits, and then it would reverse on me, and I would add to the position, doubling down on it. It's just not a great strategy. Averaging down is not a great strategy, and that's what happened to me today. I ended up losing consistently on this particular ticker. So I ended up, I was about $18,000 down on this one ticker. So I traded it a little bit later. I went away, locked everything down. I traded it a little bit later, and I managed to make about $6,500 back. Not perfect, but I made about $6,500 back on this. So I finished $11,700 down on Innovative Eyewear, ticker Lucy, Lucy. There was another stock was moved up very much in tandem with this, but it was more with a Google catalyst in partnership with Google, and that's WW. Now, WW was moving up, and I managed to get a little pop on this, and we got $1,300 on this. So that cut into the deficit a little bit. I did trade BNRG. That's another one that I traded today, and that was moving up fairly well in its own right, and I managed to get a nice pop. I'll tell you what, I'll show you the trade. I'll show you that trade. I managed to get a nice pop on that. It's like just over $4,000 I was aggressive with it. It moved up really quickly. I was aggressive with it and managed to capture the majority of the move, and I was able to get out pretty much at the top as well. So I tried trading innovative eyewear again, and I lost a bit. Then I gained a bit, and it was just getting choppy. So then I got another one that was RSLS was moving. I called this one out in the Discord as I did with BNRG, and this didn't sustain. I caught a little bit of the move. It moved up. It didn't sustain, so I got out for just a small profit, $250. So let's just show a quick summary of what's actually happened. So this is the day of innovative eyewear. Innovative eyewear, you can see it started. It was like sub $2 stock, so I wouldn't have traded it. But as it broke $2, I could have traded that after 8 o'clock, because this made a move up, and I did actually trade it here, and I made about $4,000 on this move here, and then at the open I gave all that back. It moved up, I re-entered, and as it pulled back, I lost more money. So again, here as it moved up, I re-entered and lost more money as it pulled all the way back and broke the VWAP. So I actually got out before it broke the VWAP here. So I put my stop in place, and I had quite a substantial share size in there as well. But when I got stopped out, it ended up flushing down. So I don't know if I was personally responsible with that because of the share size, but I would say that I certainly contributed to that. But it did make a little bit of move. So I got some of it back on this move here, on the move up. So if kind of zoom in a little bit, you can see I started trading the 5-minute chart anyway. So I got a little bit of movement here, and on this way as it broke the VWAP on the way up. So I got a little bit back there, and then I didn't get this move. So this is where I ended up giving a little bit back. So I tried to get in on the top of this move and gave it a little bit back, and then as it pulled back down and started to make a move up, I made that back there. So kind of break even at the back end. But if I got this, I probably would have been green on the day, because this is a good $2 move. And if I managed to get some of this break of the VWAP, almost a double bottom shape, break of the VWAP, move up, and then pull back, move up. If I traded that, I probably would have been sat here in profits today, but I'm not. So after being $18,000 down, just under $6,000 down, that's not a bad result today. Average of $6,000 is what I'm asking myself in terms of profit. So we can recover that drawdown tomorrow. It's Wednesday tomorrow, and we'll be trading live on this channel an hour before the market opens. So that's from 8:30 a.m. Make sure you come join me. Set your alarm clocks. If you don't want to be setting your alarm clocks, hit the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. And while I'm talking about it, smash that thumbs up button. You know you want to do it now. So anyway, Lucy, innovative eyewear. As you can see, how I lost money on this, the strength of this moving up from $1.40, $1.50 all the way up to $5.50, $4 move. It boggles my mind, and sometimes you can do that. I've made money on stocks that have moved huge amounts, and other people have lost, and they've just not been able to trade. I found it an easy trader, and people have just like, no. It was a couple of weeks ago, I was trading in the Discord, and I set a trailing stop. I had 5,000 shares on a stock, and it was moving up. I had a trailing stop in place, and I got stopped out just before it went into a halt, as someone else chased it, and they were about $15,000 up, and they chased it because it had moved so much, and they ended up about $15,000 down because it gapped down so heavily. So you can, unfortunately, it can be like that if you're chasing the momentum and you're not trading properly. I wasn't on point to start off today. I just wasn't on point. I wasn't trading well. To go $18,000 in the hole, it's time to walk away. Came back, tried another one, tried another little trade, and managed to get a little bit back. And then I traded traded BNRG, which kind of gave me a little bit of hope. But then when I started to trade this, the top of this area here, I just felt, look, I don't want to be giving even more back to the market. I'm having a good April. I'm having a good year, but I'm having a good April. I don't want to be. I'll just take the red day. It's not as big as it was, but I'll just take the red day. So we traded. This was a steady, as you can see, steady climber. So again, this is something I should have made more of. I should have made more at the open here, and I should have made more on this trading this up. I just wasn't proactively trading this most of the day. I kind of went away and I traded. I came back and traded Lucy. BNRG, when this moved up, we got this move here as this then broke up, and then I got in on this move here. On the way up there. So this is the one that I called. I called it out in the Discord, and I was able to get some of this move and some of this move here, and ended up $4,000 on that. So actually, I tell a lie. I ended up $5,000 on this, so over $5,000, and I ended up giving back like $900. I think about 5,100 up, and then I gave back some. So at the top here, I gave some back when it broke out for another move up here. And then pulled back, and I gave some back. So the market tells you when to walk away, and that was an indicator for me. It's like I was 5,000 up on this ticker, and then I just give some back. So the next thing I traded was RSLS as this moved up, and I got in on this pullback here, and then it moved up, and then it just got choppy. So I was looking for the the move up and the potential break of 4, and it just wasn't working for me, so I just got out. And it was a small win, $250. I wasn't in big size. I think it was at 5,000 shares on that one, so I wasn't in big size. I ended up kind of $5. Was I think I had 5,000 shares. I took 2,500 off for a profit, and then I kind of got stopped out at break even on the remainder, or I exited at break even on the remainder. So I made about. Well, not about. I made $250. So that was RSLS. So that was essentially my trading day today. Not a good trading day for me today. And you're always going to have losing days. As a professional day trader, if that's what you want to do, as a hobby, every other day is a losing day. If you're not taking it seriously, every other day is going to be a losing day. You'll win some, you'll lose some, and it doesn't, because you trade small, it doesn't really matter. But if you're looking to make a living at this, then you've got to accept the fact that you're going to have losing days, and you've got to recognize when you're not trading well, to walk away. I went in for a little bit more today. It could quite easily have gone the other way for me today. And instead of being sat here with just under $6,000 in the hole, probably close to what, $7,500 net, probably when everything's calculated, because there's a lot of fills on that innovative eyewear. So I'm just glad that the fills will be capped at $12 per ticket, but there's a lot of fills on there, so I'll be interested to see how that transpires tomorrow when it settles. But anyway, as I was saying, I'm $6,000 in the hole. I've got a drawdown now of just under $6,000 to recover tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it's later this week. But the idea is that we continue that $6,000 a day. So if we have a $6,000 day tomorrow, i.e. at goal, we've recovered the drawdown. So that won't be too bad. It could have been so much different, because I went back in to trade a little bit more. Granted, I was a little bit more cautious until I got a little bit back. I could have been sat here with $25,000 in the red. Know when it's time to walk away. And sometimes it's time to walk away when you've had one loss. If you're at max loss, usually I cap it at 10%. And if I'm at max loss, that's it. Now, I wasn't quite at 10%, so I didn't cap it. And I probably should have done. And I probably should have taken the 18K loss as a lesson, but I didn't. So anyway, what does that look like? Let me just pull up the actual statistics here. Here's my statistics. Okay, so as you can see, 5 beautiful green days in May, and we've just had So basically, we've wiped out yesterday's profits. We've got 3 more days, so if we can have 3 good green days this week, we can recover that and back to the highs. So let's look at this. We're not too far off goal on average. So 33,000, just under 33,000 across 6 days of trading. We're averaging just under $5,500. We're looking for a $6,000 average. So do you know what? It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of today. It could have been worse. Could have been much worse. But we're not too far off where we need to be today. Ratios wise, it's a 3-to. Although it's a losing day, I had 4 trades and 3 of them were profitable. I just had one big red losing horrible trade with Innovative Eyewear, and I still can't understand. Well, I can understand it because I traded it badly, but I still can't get over the fact that I lost money on something that moved up 277%. So go figure. Look, it is what it is. That's just something that we deal with every day as a day trader. And sometimes your trading's on point, sometimes it's not. Sometimes you make a calculated gamble and it goes your way. Sometimes you try and be meticulous and follow your rules to the penny and it doesn't go your way. So that's the risks that you take of day trading. Trading is risky. It's a risky profession. So I advise that all of you do not trade with money that you can't afford to lose. 95% of people that try day trading are never profitable. There's a number of reasons for that. If it's just equities, it's 85%. But when you put in all other instruments, the likes of options and Forex and crypto and everything, it's over 95% of people lose money consistently and never profitable. So it is a risky profession. And the 5% that are making money, it's because they're disciplined. And today I wasn't. So when I took positions today and scaled in, I didn't take profits quick enough. And if you don't take profit, nobody goes broke taking profits. So if you don't take profit, you will go broke. HODL is not a strategy, regardless of what you might hear on Reddit. HODL is not a strategy. So I'll be doing it again tomorrow. Come see me then. I might be feeling a little bit chirpier in the morning. I'll have slept on this, I'll brushed it off, and we'll start all over again. So at the moment, I'm a little bit, despondent because of the way I traded today. I know I've not traded well today. So come join me tomorrow. We'll do it all over again. Full day's trading tomorrow. We'll be doing it from 8:30 till close. So an hour before the market opens till the market closes. And remember, CPI drops tomorrow, 8:30 in the morning. So I'll probably start the stream a few minutes early. And we'll be live for when the CPI data drops. In the meantime, enjoy your evening. Take care. Wow.